North Korean leader Kim Jong-un test fires 3 ballistic missiles. What did I just say? I said that North Korean leader Kim Jong-un defies the United States and Russian President Vladimir Putin and test fires 3 ballistic missiles, all of which had the power and range to reach Russia or the United States. A U.S. think tank warned there was intense activity at a North Korean nuclear test site. The world is shocked again at the blatant threat and saber-rattling from Kim Jong-un again. What will Putin do? Putin warns Kim Jong-un that making threats could create a legal basis for military action against North Korea, and also said, "We strongly condemn these missile tests, which violate UN Security Council resolutions explicitly prohibiting North Korea's launches using ballistic missile technology." Pentagon spokesman Gary Ross has also condemned these missile threats. North Korea's isolation deepens after it said this month it was severing all diplomatic channels with the US and Russia. Russia has warned Kim Jong-un to stop threatening to launch nuclear weapons on foreign powers, as it could create a legal basis for military action against North Korea. The Russian warning followed a call by Kim for his military to be prepared to mount preemptive attacks against Russia, the US and South Korea, and stand ready to use nuclear weapons. Russia's foreign ministry released a statement warning Kim Jong-un to think of the consequences of his missile threats. "We consider it to be absolutely impermissible to make public statements containing threats to deliver some preventive nuclear strikes against opponents," a Russian foreign ministry statement said, according to NK News. North Korea's Taepodong-class ballistic missiles have an estimated range of more than 6,000 kilometers. Pyongyang should be aware of the fact that in this way the Democratic People's Republic of Korea will become fully opposed to the international community and will create international legal grounds for using military force against itself in accordance with the right of a state to self-defense enshrined in the United Nations Charter. The warning from Russia comes as Kim Jong-un announced in state media that North Korea has successfully miniaturized nuclear warheads to mount on ballistic missiles. Putin has warned North Korean leader Kim Jong-un to think of the consequences of his missile threats. Kim Jong-un has revealed to the world that he has successfully miniaturized a nuclear warhead, which has been widely questioned and never independently verified. The nuclear warheads have been standardized to be fit for ballistic missiles by miniaturizing them, said Kim as he inspected the work of nuclear scientists, adding this can be called a true nuclear deterrent. He stressed the importance of building ever more powerful, precision and miniaturized nuclear weapons and their delivery means. Kim also inspected the nuclear warhead designed for thermonuclear reaction, referring to a miniaturized hydrogen bomb that the country said it tested recently. Rodong Sinmun, official daily of the North's ruling party, carried pictures of Kim in what seemed to be a large hangar speaking to aides standing in front of a silver spherical object. They also showed a large object similar to the Not-08 intercontinental ballistic missile, ICBM, previously put on display at military parades, with Kim holding a half-smoked cigarette in one of the images. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi, speaking by telephone to U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry, described the situation on the Korean peninsula as very tense and called for all parties to remain calm and exercise restraint. North Korea conducted its fourth nuclear test, claiming to have set off a miniaturized hydrogen bomb, which was disputed by many experts and the governments of South Korea and the United States. The UN Security Council imposed harsh new sanctions on North Korea for the nuclear test. It also launched a long-range rocket. The launches drew swift condemnation from the United States, Russia and Japan, who vowed a coordinated response to Pyongyang's repeated violations of UN sanctions that bar it from weapons tests. Pyongyang last week said it would take physical action after Washington and Seoul announced the deployment of a sophisticated U.S. anti-missile defense system. The announcement of the Terminal High Altitude Area Defense System, or THAAD, was prompted by a series of missile launches this year that analysts say demonstrate that the North is making progress toward being able to strike the U.S. mainland. Japanese Defense Minister Gen Nakatani said the latest launches compromise peace and safety of the region, including Japan. The Japanese government will strengthen cooperation with related countries, namely the United States and South Korea, and strongly urges North Korea to exercise self-restraint, while preparing for any contingencies, he said. North Korea also test-fired a submarine-launched ballistic missile. This missile achieved a significant increase in flight distance over previous failed launches and were believed to be of a much hyped, intermediate-range Musudan missile, capable of reaching the United States. What will Putin do now? God only knows. Is this World War III? Now listen to some soothing subliminal messages to calm your soul.